On Chanukah, there are two ways in which we fulfill the important concept of Pirsumei Nisa, publicizing the miracle of the festival, the miraculous victory over the Greeks, and of course, the fact that the oil in the temple, in the menorah, burned for 8 days, and it was only enough for 1 day. And we do this first in the morning, when we recite Hallel after Shachrit. We give praise and thanks to Hashem, as we do on all of the festivals. And then, the other way in which we publicize the miracle is the lighting of the menorah, which we do at night. And it's very possible, Rabbi Soloveitchik says, that if one does the one without the other, that the fulfillment of Pirsumei Nisa, of publicizing the miracle, is not complete. Now, there are other times of the year in which we publicize a miracle, and that is on Pesach, at the Seder, and on Purim. But they are done in very, very different ways. Rabbi Soloveitchik explains, when it comes to Pesach, the way in which we do it is we sit around the table at the Seder, and we fulfill all of the different components of the Seder, and we learn from the Haggadah. We study sections from the Torah, from the Mishnah, from the Talmud, that speak about the Exodus. And in this way, we are publicizing the miracle. On Purim, the way in which it's done is to read the Megillah, which we do once in the night and once in the day. And we try to do it in front of as many people as possible. So, in the case of Pesach and in the case of Purim, we are publicizing the miracle primarily through Torah study. In the case of Pesach, the Haggadah. In the case of Purim, the reading of the Megillah, the scroll of Esther. And this is only done to Jewish people. At the Seder, there are only Jewish people sitting around the Seder table. And on Purim, there are only Jewish people in the shul, or wherever one is congregated to listen to the Megillah. But on Chanukah, it's quite different. There, the publication, the way in which we publicize the miracle is not with Torah study. It's with a simple action of lighting the menorah, lighting the candle, or perhaps you use oil with a wick and you light it. And it is publicized not just to Jewish people, but to everybody. In the days of the Talmud and the Mishnah, they would light the menorah on the outside, as they do in Israel today, to everybody to see it. So we have these very different ways in which we publicize the miracle. And in Chanukah, it's done in such a simple way. One doesn't have to be a Torah scholar. One doesn't have to be learned. One doesn't have to know how to read Hebrew even. You just have to know how to light a match. And to light your Chanukah menorah. And in that way, that tiny little bit of light is able to dispel the darkness and to bring in the light of God and Torah into the world. I wish you all a Chanukah Sameach.